and Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel, if you've obviously been here before, and if you haven't, welcome to Sophia's Mummy UK Revoholic. Okay, so you're probably wondering obviously why my name is Sophia's Mummy UK Revoholic. Obviously I have a little girl called Sophia, and also I am a massive Revoholic. So I'm a massive fan of Makeup Revolution and Tan Beauty, so it's just, you know, anybody can be a Revoholic. Anybody can be a Revoholic. If you love Makeup Revolution and you love Makeup Revolution, then you are a Revoholic. Anyway, okay, so what am I doing here today? Now, yesterday saw the launch of these new babies. Now, these are the new Conceal and Define that are from Makeup Revolution, and these retail out at £4 each. Now, there are 18, let me just say this again, 18 shades of this bad boy. But one of the things I wanted to do, obviously there's been a lot of hype about it. It got leaked out that they were coming out. People were putting stuff on Instagram and they were being sold in superdrug and they weren't even officially launched. I wanted to do a video on these to show you what these are actually like. And I wanted to show you what these are like against the Tarte Shape Tape. Thank you, Lee. That's all I'm going to say. She sent me another one over from the States, bless her heart, for Christmas. So I thought this is like the holy grail of concealers. It is like the DBs of the makeup world. If you're anything to do with makeup, if you're anything to do with YouTube, doing makeup, if you're a makeup artist, then you're going to know what this bad boy is all about. And you're going to know that you can only really get this in the States unless you buy off QVC, and it's $25 plus tax, plus shipping, plus customs. So if you went and bought this from the States, you probably end up paying well over 30 quid just to have one of these delivered from Tarte. You can get it from QVC, not sure how much it's, I think it works out about £28 from QVC. Still a lot of money for a concealer. Yes, it is known as the best concealer in the world to some people, but we now have this which retails out at £4. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to compare this. I've bought 3 shades. I bought C1, C2, C3. These obviously go up to C18, and C obviously stands for concealer. Anybody that know Makeup Revolution will know that's how they do their stuff. The lighter shade, I'm the lighter shade in Tarte, so I'm in Fair, I think. Light. Yeah, I'm in the lightest one, so I'm in light. So I'm going to measure this against C1, which is the lightest shade that Makeup Revolution do. Now for the science bit. Okay, now, I'm going to be really nasty to this. Okay, I'm going to use my bad side, which is all this redness here, which I really find difficult. I'm going to test this side with Makeup Revolution, and my normal side, which is red but not quite so red, I'm going to do with my normal Tarte Shape tape that I normally do. So I have my mirror. Oh, by the way, mirror wheel lights I got for Christmas, which I'm really chuffed about. So doe foot applicator, which is great. Let's just do a comparable to the actual bottles at the moment. Okay, so your component for the Shape Tape is different, obviously. It's probably, I would say, a bit smaller. I think you get 10 mils in the Shape Tape, and I think you get something like 4 mil, 3.4 mil in the Makeup Revolution. Yes, I know you're not getting as much, but hey, $25 against £4 and no shipping, tax, whatever. Yes, you pay shipping if you're going to buy from Tam, but what I mean is you're not going to pay over the odds like you would with this. The component, right, this this feels like a glass bottle, although I would imagine it is plastic, but it's thick plastic, so it does give the impression of being glass, whereas this is literally just a plastic. Yes, you've got this beautiful decorative bit on the top, but it's concealer. You don't wear this bit, you wear this bit. This, I think, is fabulous because you've got rose gold, lid, packaging. It's just lovely. The only thing that I think with the barcodes is to make them look a bit better, they could have put the barcode on the back here. But that's just something that's really nitty-picky. So, the doe foot applicator in Tarte is this big. The doe foot applicator in Makeup Revolution is that big. Now, obviously the Tarte one is bigger. Oh, and that's the other thing as well. You go to undo it and it pops up. So when you put it back in, it pops up, which is great. This is great in the sense that you've got a massive doe foot applicator, but how big an applicator do you need? I don't think it matters that the Makeup Revolution one is slightly smaller. I'm actually quite impressed with that. So, bad red side's going to be Makeup Revolution. I'm really going to put it through its paces. So, let's just do a swatch actually on my hands, so you can just have a comparable of the colours. Okay, so I'll put the Shape Tape there. Now remember, this is the light colour. Let's just do the light in Makeup Revolution. Oh, now. There you go. Excuse that, that's actually my foundation. This, I don't know if you can see, is a lot lighter than the Tarte Shape Tape. So this is the lightest colour. Now this has got more pinky undertones, I would say, where in the Makeup Revolution one it's more of a neutral undertone. So there you go. I'm just going to let that dry for a minute just to see if they oxidise out, see if they change colour at all. I have my trusty blending brush. Not my blending brush, my blending sponge. Can you tell I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't done a video for a while. I will do another video explaining where I have been, etc, etc. Okay, so let's just pop this on under my eyes like I would do normally, and I do put some across my cheek because I am extremely red, and then I do use it as well on my eyelid. Now excuse me for being really rubbish at applying it on today, but when you're trying to hold a mirror, and it's not just a little mirror, it's a heavy mirror, I'm just gonna blend that in around my eye first. Now, a lot of people wonder why I put concealer on here, but it is because of my redness from my rosacea, which I have a lot of. So there we go, that is the Tarte Shape Tape blended in. Okay, now let's try Makeup Revolution. Oh, I am so excited. I've been waiting so long for this. I should try to do this cock-handed. Now, as I said, I'm putting this on my worst side. Put a little bit more on. Let's put that there. Yes, I'm putting more on than what I do on my Shape Tape, but that's because I have a lot more red on this side. Look at that brightening. That, oh my goodness, that is so light. That actually may be too light for me, that colour, which is a first. Because normally I'm like, need to be the lightest in everything. Oh my goodness, look how that has really brightened up my face. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't wear this light concealer all over my face. I would probably put a little bit under my eye and the rest I would do a warmer colour. But as comparison go, that's pretty bloody good. That is pretty good. It's actually made my foundation look really orange. Really yellow and really orange. See, this side, I'm going to put a little bit more on actually because I can still see some of my redness coming through. I'm just going to put some up here as well. Now the good thing about this is you can actually contour with this as well. I'm going to go in with a light, another colour on Makeup Revolution side. I think this would be really good to do a cut crease with as well. Right, now, what I've already started noticing is the Makeup Revolution side is starting to oxidise and it's starting to warm up a little bit. So it's now starting to become more of my skin tone than what it was before. But even so, if you are if you're pale skinned, really pale skinned, and you find that the Tarte Shape Tape isn't quite light enough for you, this is probably going to be really good because, I mean, look at how bright, look at how light this side is compared to this side. I mean, I think that's pretty good going. Personally, I think that's really good. I'm just going to open up another colour. I'm going to go for C2 because that's obviously the next shade up. This is going to be fun watching me open this. Because these normally get stuck around my fingers. Right, just looking at my hand now where I put them earlier. So you can see this is where it's dried down. The Tarte Shape Tape has completely like disappeared, but you can see where the Makeup Revolution one, although it's disappeared into my skin, you can see the difference in colouring. So this is a lot paler than the Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, I know that there's going to be people out there that hate it because there's people out there that hate Makeup Revolution for whatever reason, you know, for whatever they do. But, you know, majority of us absolutely love Makeup Revolution and love everything that Makeup Revolution stand for by bringing us good quality products at a really ridiculous price. So I'm just going to come up here. Oh yeah, now that is probably more comparable, I think, to the Tarte Shape Tape. It's a lot, it's not quite as, it's a lot thicker than the Shape Tape. I'll put some on the end of my nose as well, because that's one of the places where I always end up with, like, I always end up losing my foundation off my nose throughout the day. I end up like this little red beeper. Okay. again, going on, it's still lighter than the Tarte side. I'm just looking at the texture. I'll tell you what, they've done a good job. They have done a really good job. Because my red skin is really, really hard to cover up. I've said this time and time again in videos. It is so hard for me to find a decent foundation and decent concealer that will actually cover up the redness, because, you know, as full coverage as what it is, I don't know if it's my skin, I don't know if it's my skin is too oily or too soft or too rough. Excuse me, having a cup of tea. I always find that it's very difficult for a foundation to actually stay on my skin. Doesn't matter what primer I use, doesn't matter what foundation I use. It's always been really, really difficult to try and get something that's going to be really full coverage that lasts. I mean, I've tried everything. I mean, I've even tried the Dermacol foundation, the really thick one, and even that, I just don't like it. I just do not like it because it goes on my skin. Yes, it covers it up, but it's so cakey. And again, I think it's my skin type, and also the coloration, the pigmentation of my skin, and also the difference, like the redness is really quite strong against like the pale colour of my natural skin. But I think it's more to do with the actual texture of my skin, and perhaps, I don't know, I mean, I actually went to the doctor about with my rosacea, and like there's a specific patch that I cannot cover up. It doesn't matter what I put on. I can even super glue paper onto it. You know, by the end of the day, it's completely gone. And I don't mean by the end of the day, but within an hour. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's really, really, really bad. And I think it is the texture of my skin. I really do believe that. So to find something that is actually going to cover up my redness is really quite astounding to me, and it will be my holy grail. Now, again, whilst I'm looking at my hand, you can actually see that the Shape Tape has oxidised somewhat and is a lot darker than what it was when I originally put it on, whereas Makeup Revolution has actually stayed really, really quite pale. That is pretty good. That is pretty light. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish off my face. And that's what he said. I'm going to go and finish off my face. I'm just going to go and set everything, and then go and put the rest of my makeup on, and then I'm going to give you my verdict on what I really think of this. And I'll be back in a moment. Okie dokie, so what are my final thoughts? My final thought is this stuff is bloody brilliant. I mean, it's like covered really, really well. And compared to the Shape Tape side, it's done a really good job. There is just no getting away from it. They've done an extremely good job. I have swatched some other concealers for you, just so that you can compare them on lightness. Obviously we have the Makeup Revolution one, we have the Shape Tape. Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in their lightest colour. And as you can see, that isn't light at all. That's not light at all. Then we have this one down here is the Revlon Colour Stay. This one is Nip and Fab. And this one is the Wake Me Up by Rimmel. So, you know, you can see that out of all of those concealers, and they are in the lightest ones that they do. Let me just show you so that you know that I'm not giving you any BS. So, Nip and Fab, Fit Me, Wake Me Up, Revlon, those are the drugstore concealers. I do normally have collection as well, but I've run out, and one of my New Year's resolutions was going to be not to use collection this year, to go and find a new concealer that would do just as good a job, because everybody uses collection. and it's like, I love it, but I was getting bored and I wanted to do something different. I wanted a different concealer. Yes, I know it's good to have your go-tos and holy grails, etc. But it's also good to try different things. So I did start collecting, and I started throwing about different concealers. Also, I've got an e.l.f. one here. I think this is discontinued, but again, this is a concealer that is in their lighter shade. This is the one that's got witch hazel in as well. So as you can see, that's actually quite pale, but there's a yellow tone to it, whereas this one is like more neutral. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's great. I mean, I definitely love it. I definitely love it, and it isn't just because it's Makeup Revolution. Everybody knows how much I love Makeup Revolution. The whole thing, the packaging is just superb. The component's good. She says she can't actually find it. I think it's because that was the one that went on the floor. The component's good. The price point, I mean, £4. You know, you can't go wrong with that. That's probably like one of the cheapest drugstore concealers that you are going to find. And for the coverage, my goodness, the coverage I would definitely say is full. There is no way that anybody can say it isn't. It's the lightest concealer that I have seen. It's just amazing. I give it 10 out of 10. And I think, you know, I think you should try it. Definitely think you should try it. Also, what I'd like you to do, it's available at Tam Beauty and also available at Superdrug. I will put links down below. I won't put a link through to every single colour. I'll just put a link through to the page where they are at. But what I would like you guys to do is, if you find this in your local Superdrug, can you just comment down below, in my Superdrug is blah blah blah. So like, mine is in the 2 Superdrugs in Norwich. Both of them have got them. One of them had them on sale before the other one, so they haven't got like the low end colours. But Chaps, that has got every single colour in. They were in there yesterday, and that was when I got them on the launch day. But yeah, just let everybody know down below in the comments if you can get this in your local Superdrug, and that will just help everybody to know where they can go and get it. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a long time since I've done a video, a proper video. And as I said, I will do a video and get into why. But thank you so much for sticking with me, and thank you so much. And I will be doing a giveaway very, very soon, because I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I can't believe that I've nearly got 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I didn't even think one person would watch me. Let me know, nearly 1,000. But giveaway coming very, very soon. But thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year to you. Lots of love. And believe it or not, you've been spending my birthday with me, because today is my birthday. And Little's gone back to school, and I was on my own. So I have chosen to spend my birthday with you guys. Anyway, much love to all of you. I will see you very, very soon, and yeah, there'll be a lot more videos to come. Take care for now. Bye.